It's been another fantastic CFOA conference, and I've been particularly impressed, not with just the issues that we've had presented to us, but the level of engagement we've had from the attendees, and that's vitally important if we're going to encourage members to attend events in the future, because it does really provide an opportunity for a wider spectrum of views to be expressed on professional issues that affect our services on a day-to-day basis.
So why did we need to pull national operational guidance together? Why did we need a programme? Well, the documentation as it existed prior to our involvement was, in some cases, older than me, and that's saying something. There were thousands of pieces of guidance. They ranged from chief officer letters to 650 pages worth of hazmat guidance. Many of the coroner's inquests and rulings from major incident reviews have found that guidance was contradictory, it overlapped, it was inconsistent, and actually it was just incomprehensible.
To promote this concept of ethical leadership, so that we are in no doubt as to the sort of behaviours, the sort of things that we as senior managers, senior leaders of our services ought to be doing, and how we ought to be behaving, and how we ought to be acting. And for CFOA to have that very clearly articulated. And then once we've done that, then if people are acting in a way that is inconsistent with those values, with those behaviours, then we need to think about what we're going to do as a professional association. Because I think, you know, we ought to be the exemplars for behaviour. We need to be exemplars for all of the positive aspects and values that the Fire and Rescue Service, our service,
I found it a really interesting conference this time, particularly the opening day when we talked a great deal about national arrangements for NCAF and the civil emergency and civil protection agenda, and how we're working very closely with the other blue light services. But what impressed me most about this conference was meeting new members, and it's great to see CFOA as an organisation thriving. I've been coming to these conferences for many years, but this one in particular, I met about 30 or 40 new CFOA members who are really keen to get engaged. I think that shows the strength of the association, but the strength of people from across the country coming together and debating some of these real topical issues. So for me, hearing the first days talking about GESSA, the national arrangements, NCAF arrangements, and how they're improving what we're doing as an emergency service, but equally then meeting many new members of the association and then getting engaged in the debate. So for me, a great conference.